Annyeonghaseyo. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Bonjour à toutes et à tous. Welcome to the guests who are just joining us for the first time today, and welcome back to those who took part yesterday in day one of our first Canadian women-only virtual business mission to South Korea. My name is Christine Nakamura, Vice President of the Asia Pacific Foundation of Canada's Toronto office, and your host and MC of this exciting mission. Today, we are meeting in a global digital space with participants from around the world. And I would like to acknowledge that the places Canadians call home are the traditional territories of many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples. Before we start into the Day 2 program, I'd like to revisit the housekeeping matters. This session is being recorded. Instructions on accessing interpretation into French and Korean languages are posted on the reception or welcome page. All other housekeeping matters are posted on the event chat box. For technical support during the session, contact Sean Jones at asiapacific.ca, and you spell that sian.jones@asiapacific.ca. Today's event is scheduled to conclude at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yesterday's program was intended to provide the context for our mission. Key takeaways from discussions, which I hope that attendees will agree, were economic engagement of women is key to growing economies, both Canada's and South Korea's. Increasing the number of women entrepreneurs has the potential to exponentially increase GDPs in both countries. The Canadian government, under Minister Ng's leadership, has provided many supports for the She recovery post-pandemic. Strategy of She recovery or She-covery should include encouragement and supports for Canadian women entrepreneurs to expand into international markets like South Korea. Preferential treatment through the Canada-Korea FTA, a free trade agreement, provides an advantage to Canadian businesses, providing good reason for them to engage in Korea's market. Today's ambitious program promises to be action-packed with a showcase of Canada's innovation excellence, which will be demonstrated by our delegates. Their presentations will highlight the many innovative and inspiring solutions to support the care economy. At the end of the pitches, the entrepreneurs will be hosting booths in the exhibition hall, where you can obtain further details of their products and services from them directly. If companies are interested, you will also be able to schedule one-on-one business meetings with them, so do visit the exhibition hall after the conference. The 24 Trailblazers have worked hard to prepare for tonight with infomercials and presentations, either live or videotaped, to attract the interest of many Korean businesses who have joined us tonight and who may be the right fit for partnerships or collaboration. We are very encouraged by the level of interest shown so far by many Korean companies who have already signed up for one-on-one meetings with our delegates through our B2B or business-to-business matching program. The Asia Pacific Foundation of Canada is deeply honored to have received the support to this virtual mission of the Prime Minister of Canada. It is our privilege to present to you a special video message from the Right Honourable Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada.
Hello, everyone. Bonjour à tous. And thank you for joining the historic virtual trade mission to South Korea, along with our Minister of Small Business, Export Promotion, and International Trade, Mary Ng. I know this isn't how we typically participate in trade missions, but as many of you know, the COVID-19 crisis has forced us to change many of the things we do. It's business and entrepreneurs like yourselves that have risen to this unprecedented challenge through creativity, innovation, and resilience. And while we weather this crisis, we will continue to be here to help you grow your business and access new and emerging global markets. On ne laissera jamais la COVID-19 nous empêcher de promouvoir les entrepreneurs et les entreprises du Canada dans le monde. parce qu'on sait que le monde a besoin de l'innovation canadienne et que votre réussite est notre réussite. Voilà pourquoi, lorsque la pandémie a frappé, on a pris des mesures immédiates pour aider les entreprises à payer leurs factures et à garder leurs portes ouvertes. Today's virtual trade mission will help pave the way for you to expand your business in South Korea and across the growing Asia-Pacific region. You're all stepping up to take advantage of this opportunity for growth, to help create jobs for Canadians, to drive our economic recovery from COVID-19, and to build a more competitive country. So thank you for being here, and please know that we will continue to support you and your business through this crisis and beyond. Ensemble, on peut bâtir un Canada plus fort et plus résilient. Je vous souhaite une excellente fin de mission. Encore une fois, merci. Kamsahamnida.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our Chair of the Mission, Dr. Yoon Song-yi, to make official opening remarks for tonight's session. Song-yi?
Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Prime Minister Trudeau, for your kind words of encouragement. And thank you for your leadership, especially in the areas of women's equality and women's economic advancement. The priority you and your government place on women's advancement is noticed well beyond Canadian borders. And while we all have much ground to cover in this area, the Canadian example is one for many others to emulate. Welcome, Minister Ng. Terrific to see you again today. And welcome to members of the Canadian and Korean diplomatic communities, friends, colleagues, delegates, and a special welcome to the many Korean companies who have joined us today to learn more about the products, services, and opportunities the Canadian entrepreneurs are showcasing today. To our friends in Korea, a very good morning to you. And to our friends in Canada, good afternoon and good evening. We know that global attention is focused on the outcome of yesterday's election in the United States and the counting of mail-in ballots. But amid all that controversy, our business must and will continue. Yesterday, our discussions of women's advancement opportunities and support for women-led small and medium-sized businesses and post-pandemic recovery covered a great deal of ground and offered myriad insights for us all. And today, I'm delighted that we're entering the business side of our mission and are connecting Canadian women entrepreneurs with potential partners in Korea. Wish you all the best, and it gives me great pleasure to invite the Honorable Mary Ng, Canada's Minister of Small Businesses, Export Promotion, and International Trade, to our virtual podium. Thank you so much. 감사합니다. And Minister Ng, over to you.
Hello. Am I on this? There we go. Hello there. Good morning to many of our Korean colleagues and friends and companies who are here, and I understand that there is a tremendous number, so I'm thrilled to welcome you. Of course, thank you so much, Christine, and for Song-yi for your terrific work and for the leadership of the Asia Pacific Foundation. I know our excellencies and the ambassadors to Canadian ambassador to Korea, as well as Korea's ambassador to Canada, are joining us as well. Welcome. And to our terrific female entrepreneurs, I'm so thrilled to be seeing you here again today, and welcome back. I think we're getting into a very terrific part of the mission where we're really going to hear all from you. I do want to begin by acknowledging that I am on the traditional and unceded territory of the Algonquin people. and very pleased to be connecting with you from various territories and communities that you are in, those Canadian businesses that are here. And I don't know about you, but I truly found yesterday energizing and inspirational. I hope you all did as well. And today, as we hear from each of you, I hope you're ready to pitch your business to take it to the next level in the South Korean market. Events like the one here today, and certainly this virtual business mission, is just so important. It's so important to advancing women's economic empowerment, which is absolutely crucial to our growth and for the economic prosperity of all Canadians and in Korea as well. And yesterday, I had the opportunity to meet and to speak with many, many of you. And I continue to be so incredibly impressed by your resilience and your innovation, and to be here today to pitch your business. All of you are here because you're doing amazing work. And it is my hope that this important and historic virtual trade mission will help you take all of your businesses to that next level and to expand in the growing dynamic market of South Korea. I'm really looking forward to listening to you, learning about your businesses during these pitches. And these pitch sessions will be an excellent opportunity for you to meet with other businesses, learn from each other, and make those long-lasting connections that I hope will help you grow your business. This, amid COVID-19, is more important than ever. We've built great momentum here. Let's not lose it. Let's keep supporting our small businesses, our women entrepreneurs, our women-led businesses, and indeed all Canadian businesses. If you want to know from me, because when you succeed, we all succeed. So I wish you a very productive and informative pitch session. I hope you're ready to go. I'm ready to listen. And to all of those terrific customers in the Korea marketplace, take a listen, because you want to hear these great Canadian women-owned businesses. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. 감사합니다.
Thank you, Minister Ng, and thank you as always for dedicating so much time to the support of women entrepreneurs. Everyone must be very anxious to hear from our delegates about their innovative care solutions in health tech and life sciences, education technology, and nutraceutical products. So now let's begin with our showcase of Canadian innovations. We have grouped our entrepreneurs into 4 groups of 6 companies each. Each delegate will have 3 minutes exactly to introduce their company and innovative care solutions. After the first 2 groups, we will be taking a short break. So with no further ado, we will start with Group 1 in the following order: Pentura Dental, Rehabtronics, Center for Aging and Brain Health Innovation, A-Linker, Sterile Care, and Think Tank Innovations. That's Group 1. Over to you, Beatrice.
All right, thank you. My name is Patrice Robichaux. I'm very excited to be here today. So thank you everyone in the morning, the evening, the afternoon. I'm the co-founder of Pentura Dental, a very company where I'm proud. We've been founded in 2011 in Quebec City in Canada. Here's the French accent behind. Today, my company have over 100 employees, and we are a leader in CAD/CAM solution and 3D printing of medical device. As today, we have sales in over 30 countries with subsidiary located in France and the USA. Today, I want to talk about our dedicated division for sleep-breathing disease called Pentura Sleep. We are ISO 13485 certified company, and obviously we're looking to expand in new markets, mainly in Korea and Asia market. Next slide, please. So as today, one of the major problems known worldwide is called obstructive sleep apnea and snoring. It is both are major social issues that can lead to life-threatening yet undertreated chronic disease. We estimate over 4.5 billion people, so half of the world population that snore. Among them, we have another estimation of around 20% of them will have sleep apnea, obstructive sleep apnea. A recent study done in 2015 have shown that in the US only, the cost of sleep apnea reached up to $150 billion. This is greater than asthma, heart failure, stroke, hypertensive diseases. It is a combination of workplace accident, loss of productivity, motor vehicle accident, and comorbid disease. Next slide, please. As Pentura Dental, we have developed a very interesting solution. We have a dental oral appliance to treat those two problems as sleep apnea and snoring. There's a global scientific consensus, including the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, that suggests this type of oral appliance as a first line of treatment in majority of situations. Our product is 3D printed in medical grade nylon. You have a compliance over 84% with patient, and it is customized for each individual patient. We use a proprietary software that we have developed in-house in our company that allow a combination of 300 more possible design to make sure to accommodate the majority of patients all around the world. What is interesting as a market potential, just 1% of the population that is diagnosed and treated with such an appliance that is sold in average of $650. We estimate the market potential of $4 billion just for the snoring market and $1.4 billion for the sleep apnea market. Our product is FDA clear, we have CE patent, and right now we're about to apply for the regulatory service in Korea. So as today, I hope this was interesting for you. If you want to know more, I invite you in the expo hall at the end to learn about my company, hoping to get into the Korean market. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Beatrice. We're going to go straight into Dr. Alison Secular. So Alison, over to you.
The Center for Aging and Brain Health Innovation, or CABI, is a solution accelerator dedicated to driving innovation in the aging and brain health sector. We focus on 4 main areas of innovation: aging in place, caregiver support, care coordination, and cognitive health, with a cross-cutting theme of supporting innovations for Indigenous, rural, and diverse communities. We work across the innovation pipeline to accelerate the development, validation, and adoption of innovations. And our goals are to improve the health and well-being of older adults, increase efficiencies in our health systems, help companies grow and prosper, and build a strong culture of innovation in the seniors care sector. Our programs are tailored to different stages of innovation, with the SPARK program focused on supporting great ideas that come from point of care. Other programs focus on large-scale, real-world validation testing of innovations from startups and established companies, and still other programs help successful innovations spread and scale. Some innovations, like Lingo, which you'll be hearing from later in the meeting, start as SPARK programs and progress through that pipeline. And others, like Braze and Rehabtronics, which you'll also be hearing from, join CABI's programs later in that pipeline. But regardless of a company's stage, CABI provides highly personalized supports to maximize our innovators' success, including end-user engagement, validation, trial design, and support, all the way through helping companies find customers and secure follow-on investments. And recently, we've also been helping companies pivot their solutions to meet the needs of an aging population throughout the COVID pandemic. With generous support from Canada, Ontario, Baycrest Foundation, and others, we've invested over $117 million in 300 plus solutions, and CABI companies have already experienced up to 400% revenue growth and gained over $110 million in follow-on investment. And our newest market readiness program, in partnership with Berkeley, California's Skydeck, is poised to accelerate that growth considerably and open up even more market opportunities in Canada, the US, and beyond. Our headquarters are in Toronto, but we have innovators and partners across the country and around the world, and we see tremendous opportunity in adding South Korean partners. Those partnerships can include innovators or companies with solutions we can help validate, spread, and scale, groups interested in jointly supporting innovation or co-investing, organizations serving as test sites or supporting that testing, care organizations who'd like to adopt innovative solutions, and groups that can help us distribute those solutions. So please visit our booth if you're interested in working with us or to get more information. And we also invite you to join us at our upcoming virtual summit in March. CABI wants to do everything we can to help Canadian and Korean companies succeed so that all older adults can live their best possible lives. We know Korea wants the same, and we think that together we can do so much more. 대단히 감사합니다.
Hi, my name is B. I'm the founder of the Elinker Inventions. The Elinker is a three-wheeled walking bike that I designed for how we want to live. Medical devices are often a technical solution for a body with a problem. But are we a body with a problem? Next slide, please. Do those people look like bodies with problems? No. We have a body and we are active people who want to live an engaged and active life. Back in 2011, when my mom walked past some people with walkers and electric scooters, she said, "Over my dead body, will I ever use one of those?" And with that comment, I became aware that medical devices, because they're made for a body with a problem, emphasize the disability and create a divide between people with and without disabilities. Did you know that 20% of us live with a disability? And with an aging population, this group only grows really fast. Over the past years, probably the most important thing I have learned is that isolation is a much bigger problem than any of the physical challenges people live with. So with that awareness, I set out to design something so cool that people will love to use it, and so cool that it would bridge the divide and challenge all assumptions we have about differently abled people. I developed 14 prototypes and launched the Elinker in 2015 in the Netherlands, then in Canada, the US. Now we're also in Australia, New Zealand, many European countries, the UK and South Africa. More than 5,000 people around the world have an Elinker and report life-changing experiences because they can go outside, have their agency back, feel independent again, walk with their partner hand in hand, go out with their children, build their strength, get outside and be active, reduce their medication intake, be engaged in life again, and become healthier and happier. Next slide, please. And recently, we have the XS Elinker for children. It's the extra small for children. This is Luca. He's 10 years old. He has leukodystrophy. Walking was progressively more painful. He was wearing diapers because he rather wet himself than dealing with the pain of making it to the toilet with his walking frame. With everything his mom asked him, he cried. He hated school because kids would make fun of him, and he hated getting out of bed and using his aids. His mom had a full-time care job. This is Luca now. He's at school. He can walk. His body is supported. He grows. He's the kid with the cool bike, is engaged with his classmate, does not cry anymore, does not wear diapers because he goes to the toilet by himself. And imagine what that would mean for his self-confidence. He gets out of bed in the morning, dresses himself, and is on the Elinker before his mom wakes up. They go to the park and play with other kids. This was unthinkable just 2 weeks ago. Using the Elinker activates the brain, and now his brain can finally do its work. His body and the muscles in his legs are growing. His brain loves the work. We just have to activate it. Next slide, please. This is not just life-changing. The Elinker is life-saving. And I'm very much looking forward to welcoming you in our booth. Thank you very much.
So we will now go to Sterile Care, Inc. Karen Mueller, CEO.
Hello, my name is Karen Mueller. I am the CEO of Sterile Care. Sterile Care is an infection prevention company with a game-changing non-antibiotic antimicrobial solution. The problem that we address is related to a medical device called a central venous access device, also known as a venous catheter. Venous catheters are used to deliver treatments such as chemotherapy, dialysis, or parenteral nutrition. They're also considered lifelines because they deliver life-saving treatment for patients that require it. With these lifelines come complications. On average, 137 infections and 34 deaths occur per day related to these venous catheters, which means up to 1 in 4 patients will die of an infection related to this catheter, not related to their disease. Of these infections, 1 in 6 are caused by superbugs, and up to 50% of them will be blocked from blood clots, which means the patients can't receive their treatment. The cost of complications is indicated to be about $34,000 to $56,000 per infection. So in Canada alone, we spend about $1.2 billion a year treating these complications. In South Korea, there was recently a publication that indicated after 10 years surveillance of central line associated bloodstream infections, these venous catheter infections, that they determined surveillance is not enough, that they also have action that. So our product is called Kite Lock 4% sterile catheter lock solution. It is named after a microbiologist, Dr. Peter Kite. It is an effective anticoagulant in that it can stop the blood from clotting so it does not create blockages. It's an effective antimicrobial because it's effective against all of the different bacteria and yeast that you might find inside these venous catheters. It is also able to eradicate biofilm. Biofilm is a complex matrix of bacteria that is very, very difficult to get rid of, yet causes 80% of these infections. Even antibiotics cannot penetrate biofilm, whereas our solution can penetrate biofilm, completely eradicate it, even if this biofilm is created by superbugs. We are also an alternative to antibiotic, which means we can kill superbugs, we don't make them. So our solution is clinically proven to reduce infections and occlusions through different published data. The published articles show 70 to 100% reduction in infections, 50 to 100% reduction in occlusions and blockages, and we show that we're effective against superbugs such as MRSA or VRE. We're showing 63% reduction in cost compared to the standard of care, and we're first in the world to be approved for use in children. We are very, very proud to say that our solution can save. Sterile Care cares about the products we make, the quality we provide, and the causes we champion. We have a vision for change and a mission to succeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Karen. And next will be Rina Tabata, Think Tank Innovations, Sharesmart. Over to you, Rina.
Hello, my name is Rina Tabata, CEO of Think Tank Innovations. Sharesmart is a secure health communication platform that facilitates telemedicine and real-time collaboration needs among healthcare professionals and their patients. Next slide, please. We support the privacy and security compliant communication needs of healthcare professionals in over 70 countries around the world through privacy compliant end-to-end encrypted technology through video-based telemedicine and secure mobile communication. We connect healthcare providers to other healthcare providers and healthcare providers to their patients. Use cases vary for our tool set. However, two which have been particularly successful include implementation within elder care facilities and surgical services like plastic surgery and dermatology. Next slide, please. Some professionals use Sharesmart to collaborate among their team for virtual ground rounds, providing decision support to colleagues and learners, and coordinating with administrators, while others use it to provide virtual health services through encrypted video appointments with patients or patient-informed consent management. During times of social distancing and shelter-in-place orders, Sharesmart communication tools have provided additional benefits to the health disciplines hit hardest in the global pandemic, increasing morale and safety in both staff and patients, while also increasing branding opportunities for clinics looking to expand their virtual care offerings and elevating interdisciplinary team communication. Next slide, please. Our platform was built by healthcare professionals for healthcare professionals, with a focus to optimize clinical workflow efficiency, drive patient engagement, and help increase revenue. We are Apple's first Canadian health software partner and a preferred solution provider to renowned healthcare organizations around the world. For more information, use case studies, or to book a live demo, please visit us at sharesmart.ca or at our Hop-In booth. Thank you very much.
Then we will start with group two. And we'll have to come back to you, Dr. Bojana Turek, because it looks like we're having difficulty with your technology. There's group 2, Patrice Mousseau from Satya Organics. Patrice, over to you.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Patrice Mousseau. I am the founder, creator, and CEO of Satya Organics. I developed a topical anti-inflammatory to replace steroid creams. I did this because my little girl had eczema when she was just 8 months old, and I wanted her to have a real alternative. So my background is in broadcast journalism. I'm really good at research. So I looked at all the medical research, academic studies, traditional medicine, and I made something for her that cleared her eczema up in 2 days. And I made it in my kitchen crock pot. Now we're, of course, a much bigger business. We are growing over 70% year over year. We're in over 900 stores across Canada, and we're only just a few years old. So we're really growing quite fast, and that's because of the need that is out there. You can go to the next slide, or you already did. Okay, never mind. Is because the need for skin issues and an alternative to eczema, because we all either have eczema or know someone who does. It's about 20% of the world's population under the age of 8 suffers from a skin condition like eczema or psoriasis or rosacea. We also look at our elderly and aging population and the skin issues that they have. People are looking for alternatives right now to find a way to help manage their existing skin issues and also to be comfortable and feel good about themselves in a way that isn't detrimental to their health or their environment. These are all things that we think about as a company. The impact of our packaging, how can we do better? How can we provide the best product possible for everyone that is out there? A brief note as well, I am located in Vancouver, Canada. I am an Indigenous entrepreneur. I'm Ojibwe, and I am a single mom, and I would be thrilled to be bringing my product into South Korea. This would actually be the 3rd country that we're exporting in, and we've had a lot of success in Hong Kong and moving into the US as well. So really excited to meet you all in my booth, and I look forward to chatting more. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrice. Do we have Aisha Yang online from Herballand Naturals? I guess we have, we'll have to skip Aisha as well. Dr. Natalia Mikhailova of Weave Air.
Founder and CEO of Weave Air. Before COVID, hello, my name is Natalia and I'm a co-founder and CEO of Weave Air. Before COVID crisis changed our world, nobody gave much thought about the importance of ventilation. And yet the health of every single person on this planet depends exactly on this. The scary part is it affects us everywhere, in our transportation system, in our offices, in our homes. Without well-performing ventilation systems, people get sick, processes fail, and productivity slows down. I spent over 10 years as an engineer with PhD in developing new environmental sensor systems and algorithms. 75% of ventilation systems don't function well. And most of the time, we don't even know about this. Weaver is a safety as a service solution that makes our environments cleaner and more sustainable to reduce costs, reduce failures, and prevent liabilities. Building operations are complex and dynamic. It is critical to monitor our environments, including contamination, safety of the personnel, and equipment status. Weaver's solution prevents contamination by diagnosing the sources before they become serious. Currently, operation managers have to hire environmental consultants, a practice that is expensive, time-consuming, and is unable to predict and prevent problems. With Weaver, you can diagnose 20 different factors across space and time in real time and at 95% accuracy. Weaver provides decision support to diagnose serious problems faster and predict incidents before they happen. Multi-sensor devices can be quickly and easily installed in any ventilation system. We extract insights from this high-density data to provide them in alerts, dashboards, and API integrations. And through this, we are able to save operation and maintenance costs, as well as energy, leading to ROI in less than 2 years. Unlike other solutions on the market, we monitor air quality and ventilation directly and in real time, improve accuracy, and provide results in minutes, not in weeks. The market opportunity for this is massive. Over 600 billion across industries and includes manufacturing, defense, transportation, and healthcare. My background is environmental and chemical engineering with expertise in technical sales and advanced computing. My team has experiences working with technology, finance, and government, while our advisors have expertise founding IoT companies, building science, and manufacturing. We have over 18 technology awards across 4 continents, and I'm thrilled to announce paid pilots with transportation operators like HTM, as well as global suppliers of train parts like Knorr-Bremse. We are ready to put this technology to work for you on Earth and in space. So please join us, because every breath counts.
Thank you, Natalia. Very excellent. I understand we have Aisha Yang on, so we will go to Aisha Yang, Herballand Naturals, Inc. Aisha, over to you.
Hello, Honorable Anne. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aisha Yan. I'm co-founder and sales marketing director of Herballand Naturals. It's our great pleasure to meet everybody here. Next slide, please. Right, Herballand is Canada's largest nutritional gummy manufacturer. We founded in 2009 in Richmond, BC. Today, we are exporting to more than 50 million bottles a year to more than 40 countries around the world, including Korea. We are very proud of our R&D, our capability of doing the research, development, all here in Canada. So today we are very excited to move on to the next level. In this year, we are very happy to reach our goal of sales more than 1,300% over the last 5 years. Next, please. Why make Herballand different? There are so many nutraceutical companies around the world. We are very proud of the 3 things. The first one is sustainability, that we launched the compostable packaging to the consumer market because we want to go green, we want to help the customers, help the planet. So in 2019, we start launching the compostable packaging, and we are introducing more SKU, more product to the wall, and reduce the plastic, increase the sustainability. Another reason is that we have our giving back to the community, our inclusivity. So our products are vegan, sugar-free, gluten-free, or allergen-free. So all the customers around the world can enjoy the product without any hesitation. The one more important thing is that we know how important to give back to the community. So Herballand, in the last couple of years, every year we donate, we support our local and international community. As long as we can help, we will do our best. Next, please. So far, we have 5 different categories of product, including all the gummies, including for adults, for children. We have clean candy, we have fitness, and we also have a product for beauty line. As of today, we have more than 280 product licensed by Health Canada. We have more than 55% of nutritional gummies are owned by Herballand. Something more exciting is the product received the amazing award from Olive Young in Korea of 2019, the most popular or most popular new product. So there's something very excited. Herballand and our team is going to work hard to bring the amazing Canadian product to Korea market. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aisha. Next, we have Lily Tse, CEO and founder of Think Dirty, Inc. Lily, over to you.
Hi, my name is Lily. I'm founder CEO of Think Dirty. Think Dirty is a mobile app that helps ingredient-conscious beauty lovers to shop better for
Lily,
their health.
are you there?
Think Dirty was an app that started as a personal journey to find ingredient safety when my mom was diagnosed with cancer when I was age 11. Think Dirty's mission is to bring health to beauty. I believe every woman could look good, feel beautiful without sacrificing the long-term health. ThinkDirty was started after being named the grand prize winner at a pitch competition with $5,000. We were the winners of a few awards, including the MasterCard Women competition in 2015. We were also mentioned in a few publications, including Oprah Magazine and Fast Company, and one of the best beauty apps in the past few years. Every day, I receive thank you email from users with allergy, cancer patient, and new moms for thanking me creating this app. The past 5 years has been an amazing journey, from a personal quest to find truth in the beauty industry to a purpose-driven venture about tech and women's health. Today, we need your radical generosity to grow ThinkDirty. We have 2.5 million users, and we have doubled our growth to 80 natural beauty brand partners. I know ThinkDirty can continue to reach more users and strive to be a Toronto success story. It will inspire more women to start businesses and create more jobs for women. Thank you so much for your radical generosity, and I look forward to meeting you soon.
Thank you very much, Lily. So next is Julia. Julia Dexter-Rivard, CEO of Squiggle Park and Dreamscape. Julia, over to you.
Thanks, Christine. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. My name is Julia Rivard Dexter, and I'm introducing my company, iRead. So in 2014, we started the research and development of a learning platform that's built to deliver the best education to all kids through awesome video games they love. So we're now used by over 2 million kids. They're English language learners in 160 countries worldwide. Please change the slide. Our success is in our adaptive learning engine that personalizes content for each learner so they predictably master English reading, from early literacy and even no literacy all the way up to critical higher order thinking. We have 2 super fun, cool games that kids absolutely love. The first is Squiggle Park, and it's for preschool to grade 2. It's a learn to read program. And so kids can start this program with absolutely no foundation in English. By the time they've done this program, it's got 25 worlds and 305 levels. They've mastered all their foundational reading skills up to the end of the grade 2 curriculum in North America. And when they're done that, they can move to the awesome game Dreamscape. This is a multiplayer game that they play with their friends. And in this game, they're doing higher level comprehension. And it moves from a grade 1 level all the way up to grade 8. In 2018, we did a really large study with the Canadian federal government that measured the success of our products with over 1,500 kids from immigrant families who are English language learners. And it was a huge success, showing that English language learners using this product for only 15 weeks could catch up to their Canadian English peers. It was awesome. We want to take this success to South Korea, where we're already seeing usage in all regions of the country, to help kids from preschool all the way up to grade 8 become strong, confident English learners. Although we have a base in South Korea, we're not sure exactly why. And I would love to meet some amazing partners on the ground in South Korea who are connected to education or distribution to parents, so that we can make sure we get these amazing games into the hands of the people who can really benefit from them. So thank you so much for listening tonight. And if you're interested in learning more about our products, please come visit me at my booth. Thanks.
Thank you, Julia. Next, we have Sophie Howell of Zesto. Sophie, over to you.
Hi, my name is Sophie, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Zesto, which is a computer vision startup that came out of the University of Toronto and is based at the University of Toronto. What we've built is the first 3D scanning and sizing tool that allows customers to size themselves from head to toe with under 1.5 millimeters accuracy from home. These days, shopping in stores is not ideal. However, shopping online for apparel and shoes and accessories is incredibly opaque. A huge part of shopping is the look and feel of an item and how exactly that will fit you. So what we do is we turn your smartphone into a fitting room. We built the only contactless shoe and accessories shopping experience for customers to safely and accurately size their feet, hands, and soon full bodies in over 150 brands from home using only their devices. We are able to eliminate up to 80% of all online returns that are made because an item doesn't fit. And through that, we're able to reduce billions of pounds of e-commerce landfill waste. So now users can quickly and easily create 3D scans of their feet and full body with their 1.5 millimeter accuracy directly from any partnered website's product pages for recommendations in that specific item. So one sneaker might fit a little bit smaller, and we can account from that. The customers don't need to download an app to be able to leverage this technology. It's just from a button from that website's product page or through a social media page or a text message. What we've also built is a feature that we're very excited about. It's a size sharing feature that can allow family purchasing or group purchasing. With just a tap of a button, you can share your size profile with somebody else. What we're doing is seeking introductions and partnerships to South Korean smartphone companies, fashion companies, and e-commerce platform companies within South Korea. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your presentation. And I'm hoping that my screen does not go off. I'm having internet problems here, but in any event, wow. Talented, dynamic, inspirational are the adjectives that come to mind to describe these women entrepreneurs. But we have 12 more business leaders, entrepreneurs, who will present after a short break. I'd now like to take this opportunity to thank Minister Ng once again, as she will have to depart shortly. Minister, I have to say that we are more than overwhelmed by the help that you have been providing to SMEs, and more particularly for women-owned and women-led businesses. Your leadership and commitment to helping the backbone of Canada's economy are very much appreciated by the small business community. Comments and feedback after day one of this mission have been focused on how much the community appreciates your support and encouragement. So thank you for taking so much time over the past 2 days to participate in our mission. And I'd like to invite you to say goodbye to the audience before you leave. Minister?
Well, Christine, thank you so very much. And it has really been my pleasure to be here, particularly with you, with everyone at APF, and certainly most important, our terrific female-led and female-owned businesses and entrepreneurs. We are in COVID-19, and we certainly have adapted. This first ever virtual trade mission is such a wonderful opportunity for us to continue as Canadian businesses to pursue that growth, that startup, that scale up, and that accessing to new markets that I am just so passionate about. So all the very best to all of you. And I, of course, welcome all the feedback you can give to us. While this is the first one, you can be sure it is not going to be the last one. So all the very best. Enjoy this. And to all of our guests from Korea, thank you so much for coming. And I hope that you will find in our terrific businesses opportunities for investment, opportunities for collaboration, opportunities to buy what they're selling. So all the very best, and have a good rest of mission.
Thank you very much, Minister. Kamsahamnida.
Kamsahamnida.
So thank you. So everyone, before we break, I'd like to remind that after the pitches, and we have 12 more, the entrepreneurs will be hosting their booths in the exhibition hall. You can obtain further information about their companies and set up the one-to-one meetings that I mentioned earlier directly with them. Guests alike to visit the booths, which will highlight Canada's innovation excellence. We'll now take a short break. Please return by 8:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you very much. Well, I hope everyone is refreshed because we have another 12 innovators to present to you. And we have Dr. Bojana Turek back on now. So we'll start with Dr. Bojana Turek with Rehabtronics. Over to you, Bojana.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to present the company that actually developed the technology for recovery, and usually the recovery after some major health issue. We have 3 products that are actually commercial already. They are easy to remember: retouch, rejoice, and regrasp. And so the prefix re, meaning that we will bring back your functions in the hand back after some, again, major diseases. Retouch is, in fact, it looks simple, and but it actually has, it's a screen which has a proprietary games which are quite fun, and each of these games is connected to a certain rehabilitation movement that the patient who has a paralyzed arm and cannot move their fingers have to do. This particular screen with all these games are meant to be used by physiotherapists. Rejoice, as you see here on the screen, is actually also composed of various tubes, and this particular device helps with the movement and the screen. Patient, as you could see, holds the device and moves it according to what a computer tells the person to do. In that way, the physiotherapist or whoever is doing a rehabilitation can monitor and also score the patient improvement after stroke, again, or some major disease that they have. Regrasp gets its name because what we really want is to teach the patient how to grasp the glass or take something in their hand after the paralysis, after long wearing the cast or atrophy of the muscle, etc. What you see here on the image is a garment which has electrodes. And so with a electrostimulation, which again is run by proprietary software algorithms, we are stimulating the muscles. Those stimulation also happens by increasing the blood flow in the muscles, and therefore the function of that whole arm and the hand is improving. So we actually have the whole set. Each device can work independently, but they can also be used as a whole set, again, for the rehabilitation or by the professionals. We usually pair regrasp and rejoice, but as I said, one can also use add the retouch as well in the rehabilitation program. We sell these devices around the world on all continents. In Asia Pacific, we actively sell only in Taiwan, and so we were hoping that we will be able to find a distributor interested in this type of the devices, and discuss maybe how can we enter into the Korean market. We also are looking for key opinion leaders in the hospitals that can use these devices and maybe do some publications, etc. Thank you very much. We are having one more device in the pipeline, which I haven't mentioned this. It's called Prelivia, and it is used for the prevention of the pressure injuries. With that particular device, we are only entering clinical trials and application to 510K with the United States. But as I said, for the devices that are commercially available, we are looking for suitable partners in Korea. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Bojana. So we're going to go into, we're going to pivot to Andrea Palmer, CEO of Awake Labs. Following her will be Sophie Alatis, CEO of Key2 Access. Over to you, Andrea.
Hi, thank you, Christine. My name is Andrea Palmer. I'm the CEO and founder of Awake Labs. As you heard, Awake Labs is working to help people get access to the right type of mental health support when they need it. We're starting by focus on people with complex care needs who receive daily support, and then we'll be expanding to the broader mental health market. I've been using it myself to help manage my stress during this difficult time. Mental health providers have already been overwhelmed, and we've seen a huge rise in demand since the start of the pandemic. Providers are needing to do more with less, serve more people with the same, or in some cases, less resources, and that's where we come in. Next slide, please. The Awake Labs platform measures stress and strong emotion and notifies individuals or caregivers if they need to intervene early and help prevent escalation. Care managers and clinicians can view daily and weekly stress logs to measure and improve treatment plans. Our Awake Labs platform is giving caregivers and clinicians access to more data beyond what they observe and what they are told. It is helping to improve people's understanding of stress and really helping promote mental health and well-being. We're starting by supporting adults with an intellectual or a developmental disability, a group of citizens who are often overlooked, shut away, or forgotten. Our technology has helped them receive more timely and effective support, resulting in them being able to participate more in their communities and develop better relationships with their families. Next slide. Sometimes when anxiety escalates, there are more significant consequences, and we've measured the outcomes before and after the use of our technology. We found significant decreases in property damage, staff injury, aggression, and self-injury. In South Korea, there are 2 laws that are applicable in this space. The welfare law for persons with disabilities to support people with a supply of assistive devices, and the guarantee of rights and supports for persons with developmental disabilities. So if you're a direct care provider in this space, next slide, or possibly a pharmaceutical company who would like to have more data for your clinical trial, we would love to speak to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. Is Sophie online? Over to you, Sophie.
Inclusion has been found time and time again to be a driver in innovation. Encouraging all to participate in our communities is the motivation behind our company. Hello, everyone. My name is Sophie Lattis, CEO of Key to Access. And it is this core belief in the importance of inclusion that is the driving force behind Key to Access, as our main mission is ensuring that all of our infrastructure works for all and not just the many. So what is it exactly that we do? Key to Access builds smart city solutions to improve the accessibility of the world around us, specifically for the visually and mobility impaired. We are currently focused on an important challenge, opening doors, which has now taken on a whole new meaning with the reality of the current pandemic and the risk of spreading COVID-19 through common surfaces such as door handles and doorknobs. With our new Key to Access Smart Door product, anyone can open the door from an easy click on their smartphone. Next slide, please. What is important is that this is done in an accessible and safe way. So how does it work? The Key to Access Smart Door is installed into the existing door operator, and it connects using Bluetooth BLE to any smartphone, Apple or Android. What is unique about our solution is that the Key to Access Smart Door does not only work with the free Key to Access app, but it also works with many other key apps in the accessibility space. Apps that do indoor navigation using beacons or LiDAR technology. What is important here is, with an increasingly aging population, and this has been seen to be a significant trend in South Korea, comes an increase in people living with sight loss and mobility impairments. We need to adapt our infrastructure accordingly. And the Key to Access Smart Door is an important first step. People will no longer have to struggle to pull on a door or figure out how to find or reach that push button. We also provide feedback when the door is open, as well as audible and tactile feedback, as well as customized messaging like office hours or an alert that the bathroom that you're trying to open is actually occupied, for example. This is just the beginning. We are working on using this same system for many different scenarios because the door is just the beginning. Key to Access's goal is to be the bridge between the built environment and the people to ensure that everyone can take advantage of public and private spaces across the world in an accessible and COVID safe way. If you're interested in making your space more accessible, or if you're a distributor interested in our product, meet me in the Key to Access booth afterwards, and it would be my pleasure to speak to you, or visit us at keytoaccess.com. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sophie. So next we have Jean Su, CEO of Generation Z Software Solutions, Inc. And after her will be Dr. Pooja Viswanathan, CEO of Braze Mobility. Over to you, Jean.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jean. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Generation Z. Generation Z is an AI company based in Vancouver, Canada, focusing on providing excellent pathology solutions for cancer care in deep learning. Generation Z is honored to present at the Canadian All-Women Trade Mission to South Korea today. With more than 1 billion biopsy slides to handle every year, pathology shortage problem is common around the world. According to Philips Healthcare, pathology accounts for 41% of the cancer diagnosis delay. However, this problem is not easy to solve because almost all pathologists perform their work under microscope, and the processes has been very manual as shown in this diagram. Therefore, training a new pathology takes a long time and is costly. AI is the solution to the pathology shortage problem. Our goal is to develop an excellent AI pathology solution that will assist pathologists and eventually drive cancer diagnosis and treatment for doctors. In return, it will provide accurate, fast, and affordable service for patients in cancer care. Generation Z partners with the top cancer center in Canada, BC Cancer, for developing our product, DeepSeam. BC Cancer manages 5 million population cancer data and has the best cancer programs around the world. Our AI learns from the experienced pathologists at BC Cancer who are the leading doctors in the clinical operation. Our BC Cancer partnership brings a strong foundation as we develop our AI pathology solution. We have access to 5 million biopsy slides, and there are more than 100 pathologists working with us on reviewing and labeling the slides. In 2019, we released our first version of DeepSeam, a portable device on colorectal cancer detection. The accuracy was 95.4% and is undergoing clinical studies in Taiwan and Canada. In diagnosis, DeepSeam provides accurate and fast cancer region detection and also the direct analysis that pathology needs for the pathology reporting. For the treatment, we are coupling with BC Cancers for the genomic program to help data to automate the genomic sequences from the slides. We're looking for partnership with hospitals and also pathology labs in South Korea. So if you are from hospitals or pathology lab who are interested in transforming pathologists in cancer diagnosis and treatment, please come meet me at our booth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jean. So next, Pooja from Braze Mobility.
Hi, everyone. My name is Pooja, and I'm the CEO of Braze Mobility, where we build innovative solutions to help increase safe and independent mobility. So now, instead of telling you about the problem, let me show you the problem. You're going to see a video of Richard, who is an experienced power wheelchair user, and he tells us that he hates going to the grocery store because of this. Please play the video. Now, this was a documentary-style video taken by Dr. Ben Mortensen, and this was an unintentional capture of a real-life accident. You can imagine the kind of embarrassment and loss of dignity that an accident like this might cause. But Richard's not alone. Next slide, please. There are over 1 million power wheelchair users in the US and Canada, and according to a report, approximately 20% of these users had experienced at least one major collision within the last year, and 11% of them have been hospitalized. Accidents like these often result in the exclusion from the use of power mobility devices altogether, even when no other alternative for independent mobility exists. I saw this as a violation of a fundamental human right and co-founded Braze Mobility. Our products restore dignity and independence back to the driver, reduce property damage, reduce caregiver burden, and increase safety not only for the driver, but others in the environment as well. So how do we do all this? You can play the video, please. You simply take a regular wheelchair, you add on our patent-pending blind spot sensor system, and you end up with a smart wheelchair that can automatically detect obstacles and provide multimodal feedback through intuitive lights, sounds, and vibrations. If you can zoom my video here, I'll show a live demonstration right here. So here we see the sensors, visual feedback that shows the proximity and location of obstacles, audio feedback, and finally, vibration feedback. These vibration modules can be inserted in various areas of the wheelchair in order to provide proximity and location information to the user. I have a PhD in assistive technology and robotics and have been leading smart wheelchair research and international collaborations over the last decade. My co-founder, Dr. Alex Mihailidis, is an internationally recognized leader in aging and technology. We have expertise in manufacturing, accessibility, design, business development, and have wheelchair users that are a part of our team and drive our innovation forward. Today, we are selling through the top durable medical equipment providers in the US and Canada that have over 70% combined market share and over 700 reps across the country. We're also partnered with the world's largest wheelchair controller manufacturer. We will be entering the Australian, New Zealand, and European markets early next year and are really excited to enter the Asian market through South Korea, which is one of the larger power wheelchair markets in Asia. And so if you are a distributor or a therapist in South Korea, we would love to hear from you. I will be at the virtual booth later on. And if you can just show the last slide, I will show just our contact information. Please feel free to reach me at our website or my email address there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pooja. Next, we'll have Dr. Elizabeth Duville of Amerchem, and following her will be Dr. Sabina Brulman of Nimble Science. Elizabeth, over to you.
Good evening, bonsoir. I guess you can hear me. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you, Christine and Asia Pacific Foundation for inviting me to this mission. It's been wonderful, and I'm really loving this hop-in platform. Kudos to you. So thank you again for being here. Did you know that half of the most transformational drugs that are marketed today came from academic research and were discovered in academic labs and university labs? These are drugs that have significantly impacted the way that we treat different diseases such as cancer, hypertension, atherosclerosis, just to name a few. And that suggests to us that investing in academic research to uncover the next transformational drug is quite the opportunity. But where there's opportunity, there's also challenges. Anybody that's walked down the hallway of a university or a research lab knows that transformational drugs don't just jump at you. And not only that, but the cost and the time to develop therapeutic drugs, especially if you're going to start within the university environment, takes quite a bit of time and quite a bit of resources. Moreover, negotiating with universities, tech transfer offices, and investigators is not an easy task in itself. In comes Amerchem. My name's Elizabeth Duville. Amerchem is a venture fund that I co-founded with my colleague Ines Holzbauer back in 2011. We have a venture capital fund that is completely dedicated and focused on identifying and scouting the next transformational drugs from university labs here in the province of Quebec and starting next-gen biotech companies in order to finance them to clinical proof of concept. Our whole fund has been structured and modeled to be able to cater to the university environment and discover these novel drugs. I don't have time to go into the model here, but we'll obviously invite you to come to our booth later where I'll be with my colleague Alexia and can walk you through our model. In the meantime, though, between the two funds that we have under management today, we have over $87 million. We've invested into 33 different research programs and university labs here in the province of Quebec. We started up 11 next-gen biotech companies that attracted over 70 million in venture capital dollars, and we hope we're on the way to financing and developing the next transformational drugs in different diseases such as Prader-Willi, orphan disease of obesity in children, paroxysmal disorders leading to blindness in, again, children, Alzheimer's disease, Lou Gehrig's disease, and so on and so on. So I look forward to meeting you in our booth later on tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. So last but not least, in group 3, Dr. Sabina Brulman of Nimble Science. Sabina, over to you.
What if a pill really could solve everything? Next slide, please. The gut microbiome impacts nearly every aspect of our biology and has demonstrated the potential to unlock novel diagnostics and therapeutics that could revolutionize our health. Next slide. The small bowel or small intestine is home to a uniquely prolific source of gut bacteria. And the problem is that we simply cannot reach it. Fecal samples, which are at the center of nearly all the gut microbiome work to date, are a weak substitute, with degradation of key enzymes and contamination from the large bowel. Reaching from the top via endoscopy is expensive, painful, and not scalable. Next slide. Nimble Science is a medical device company with a first-in-kind oral capsule capable of sampling directly from the small bowel. We are seeking partners capable and interested in using our product to advance their research or commercial needs. Next slide, please. Introducing the Simba capsule, small intestinal microbiome aspiration. Simba is simple and passively collects a sample from the small bowel as it autonomously transits through the GI tract. Simba is universal, providing a sample that can be processed using conventional laboratory techniques. And by its simple, low-cost design, Simba is accessible, enabling large, never-before novel data sets to be collected. Next slide. The advantages of the capsule approach over conventional techniques are clear, and the device is currently being used in a wide variety of research trials. The device is small and easy to swallow. It weighs just 1 gram and measures about the size of a standard pharmaceutical capsule. It collects intestinal fluid volume from around 70 to 100 microliters. It's contaminant-free and able to stabilize the bacterial profile during transit. Nimble is ready to deliver capsules manufactured in accordance with ISO 1345 standards to partners and customers interested in accelerating their efforts in the gut microbiome. Next slide. Nimble is focused on engaging in 3 key markets, and we hope someone in Korea is looking to partner with us on one of these areas. Research and development, including nutraceutical and food health, pharmaceuticals, biologics, basic research, consumer-level nutrition and wellness, including personalized nutritional testing and the delivery of personalized food health products, as well as veterinary testing and used for livestock and companion animals. And finally, partnerships interested in using the sampling technology to deliver novel diagnoses, including SIBO and other well-established clinical applications. Please contact us for a first discussion, whether we can help you solve a research need, be a starting point for a new venture, or whether you'd like to become part of ours. Thanks very much, and I look forward to welcoming you in the booth.
Thank you very much, Sabina. Next is Lingo. Ling Li Tan, CEO of Lingo. Is Lingo available? Ling?
And I'm the founder of Lingo. For the last 17 years of my career, I've delivered interventions to help nonverbal people learn to communicate and speak with augmentative and alternative communication systems. AAC systems make communication possible for people who have limited to no speech, such as those living with autism, developmental disabilities, dementia, stroke, acquired brain injury, and other neurodegenerative diseases. Millions of people around the world have difficulty communicating their basic wants and needs with others. Something so basic, such as asking for water or even a hug from others, can be very hard. Communication is a basic human need and a human right, and we all have to do better as a society to help those who are unable to advocate for themselves. Today, most assistive communication technologies are picture-based and come with complex static grid displays using pictures that are hard to understand. It can also be expensive, making it challenging for the public to access. Lingo provides a more affordable, user-friendly, and intuitive experience that is powered by advanced technology. Using an intuitive interface, word finding is much easier, making language development and learning a much more seamless experience. Lingo also uses machine learning and natural language processing to understand your language patterns over time. And it uses an algorithm that helps learners build language and cognitive skills using picture, word, and sound relations. For example, our algorithm can help users build literacy over time by systematically making them less reliant on pictures to communicate. And this is important because literacy helps reduce the social stigma around picture-based communication while fostering skills for school inclusion and employment. Our beta users have had life-changing experiences with Lingo. For example, with Bobby, an 80-year-old stroke survivor who could barely speak was able to communicate and have back and forth conversations after 3 months of practice with lingo. And Abby, an 8-year-old child with autism who had no success with previous communication systems, but with lingo, learned to speak and read over 80 words in the matter of several months. We have developed partnerships with partners and institutions with a focus on healthcare and social innovation. And we have federally, provincially funded research studies underway to explore its effectiveness in pediatric and geriatric groups. Lingo will be commercially available next month, and we will be providing free professional licenses for clinicians such as speech and language pathologists, occupational therapists, behavior analysts, special education teachers, care coordinators in hospitals and senior care homes. Please come visit our booth or sign up on our website to learn more about lingo. Thank you.
Thank you, Ling. Next, we have a video from Sawan Logan, CEO of Northwater.
My name is Sawan Logan, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Northwater. Northwater is Canada's premium, pristine, high alkaline spring water. The water is sourced from the 80-million-year-old glaciers of the Rocky Mountains that are naturally rich in minerals and alkalinity. Northwater is packaged in a 100% aluminum bottle that fits your everyday need, from the boardroom to your fitness room. Northwater is the choice of beverage for anyone looking for a natural, clean, delicious source of hydration.
Canada is one of Earth's wisest landscapes, and if we pay attention, its lessons are profound. There is beauty in diversity. The easiest path isn't always the most fulfilling. And though nature can be fragile, there is elegance in fragility. And while some of us learn nature's lessons in the serene wilderness and others amidst the bustle of busy city landscapes, there's a lesson we all need to take to heart, that we are all responsible. As stewards for our North, we are conscious of what we take and what we leave behind. We have sourced Canada's purest water and bottled it with intention. Our aluminum bottles can be refilled, recycled infinitely, and are free of single-use plastic. This is how we show our pride for Canada. This is our North.
To find out more, visit us at drinknorthwater.com.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sawan. So the next in line is Taylor Widrig, CEO and founder of Mermaid Fair. Over to you, Taylor.
Hi, hello, thank you for having me. My name is Taylor Widrig. I'm the president of Mermaid Fair Inc. from Nova Scotia, Canada. Mermaid Fair bioprospects for high-value compounds found in red and brown seaweed species. We currently sell raw materials sourced from around the world and have a portfolio of 15 different species and growing. We develop products from the compounds based on geographical and market viability. Our formulated products of the cosmetic Mermaid Care brand are in development. Seaweed is commonly grown in rural coastal communities, which often need economic stimulation and productivity. We promote the SDGs through our business model and our efforts in creating secure employment and healthy products. We work also to develop supply chains by engaging IGOs and in business collaboration. So we can go to the next slide, please. Mermaid Fair's seaweeds are sourced from the continent of Africa, both on the east and soon to be the west coast of Africa. Macaronesia, which is a group of islands in the Atlantic Ocean, as well as Eastern Canada, which is where we started. Mermaid Fair was built on the foundation of contributing positively to the environment and societies. Seaweed has the ability to absorb CO2 and does not require feed, fertilizer, or land to grow unless it's cultivated on land. And this is one of the reasons why it is a secure and sustainable food and ingredient source. So we can go to the next slide, please. a little bit about the world's population is growing at a rate of 1.1%, and it's expected to reach its capacity in the year of 2100. This is why more than ever it's important to look at secure food systems and food security, as well as ingredient security, where the ingredients in the products that we use are coming from, how they're produced, how they're being shipped, and the work environments of how they're created. The demand for raw materials and natural resources will continue to grow with the world's growing population. And this is why we're working to establish more supply chains all over around the world to prepare for this growth and the increased demand in raw materials. Again, seaweed is a renewable, secure food and ingredient source, and it offers many minerals such as iodine, which can contribute to global nutrition. We are interested to speak to Korean cosmetic manufacturing companies who would like to learn more about our raw material portfolio, as well as supply chain development. You can learn more at our website, mermaidfair.com, and I will be in the expo booth afterwards, and I'm looking forward to meeting everybody, so please say hi. And thank you again, APF, Atlantic Pacific Foundation, for having me, and as well the Government of Canada. Thank you.
Thanks, Taylor. So next we have Takara Small, founder of Venture Kids. Takara, over to you.
Hello. My name is Takara Small. I am the founder of Venture Kids Canada, a startup focused on the EdTech space that provides customizable courses and programs for students between the age of 12 and 18. Next slide, please. As you can see from this slide, we have a variety of partners, and while we are proud to be based in Canada, our services and partners go well beyond our borders, and they include the US government, Red Cross Canada, Google, Valtech, and Microsoft. And why I'm pointing this out is because while working with us is beneficial for yourself, your companies, and your clients, because you'll have access to some of the brightest minds in the industry, it's also great because it showcases how truly global our aspirations are and how we view what we do. Next slide, please. This slide showcases our clients that vary very much. There's government, corporate, and public. And I think what's really great about our programs is while they are customizable and they are in use by independent families who are looking to boost STEM education for their children during COVID-19, it also showcases that our products are used not only by the government, but also private groups, which include 2 rural counties in Eastern Ontario, which service up to 35,000 individuals, as well as Canada's largest library system, which is the Toronto Public Library. And again, as I mentioned, through the US Embassy in Canada, we service many clients as well who are underserved or in low-income communities. Next slide, please. Our goal for this amazing opportunity is to not only work with individuals like yourself, but also to showcase how we can help grow your company and the work that you do. As previously mentioned, we have a variety of many clients that include the government, corporate, and public. But what I will add is that our services include mentoring. And the mentorship is a really key component because the mentors that we work with come from Fortune 500 companies from around the world. So these are leaders at Twitter Canada. These are leaders at Google Canada. These are leaders who work at Microsoft Canada. And so working with us, students who hire and use our programs get one-on-one time with these leaders, an opportunity that most students and honestly most adults never have the opportunity to do. And with that, I will make sure to end this so I respect the time limit, but please come see me at my booth if you're interested in our programs or would like to learn a little bit more about what we offer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Takara. So the last but not least is Mika Lee, Managing Director of LPR Global. Mika, over to you.
Hi, everybody. 안녕하세요. 저 LPR 글로벌의 사장을 맡고 있는 미칼리입니다. Next slide, please. That's the only English I need to use. 지금 이제 보시면 저희 회사는 마케팅 컨설팅 회사인데 저희는 비즈니스 디벨롭먼트 컨설팅을 해주고 있어요. 그리고 저희 21년이 된 회사고, 20년 된 회사고, 그 다음에 저희가 가지고 있는 거는 uskoreahotlink.com이라는 미국에서는 가장 큰 한국 장비 제조사하고 산업용 제품 제조사들의 컨소리엄으로 알려져 있는 사이트를 가지고 있습니다. 그리고 매해 한국에서 저희가 one-on-one 바이어하고 셀러 사이의 매칭 이벤트를 매해 저희가 개최를 하고 있습니다. 그리고 전 세계 7개국에 저희 after sales support를 하는 엔지니어링 컴퍼니들을 가지고 있습니다. Next slide, please. 이제 보시면 이렇게 있는 이제 8개 인더스트리가 저희가 주로 포커스를 하고 있는 인더스트리인데요. 3년 전부터 저희가 메디컬 인더스트리를 전략적인 인더스트리로 추가를 했습니다. Next slide, please. 이거는 저희가 가지고 있는 자산 중에 하나를 보여주는 건데 앞서서 말씀드렸던 uskoreahotlink.com이라는 굉장히 파워풀한 온라인 플랫폼을 갖고 있는 것과 동시에 저희가 2001년부터 지금까지 함께 일하고 있는 주로 글로벌 컴퍼니들인데요. 저희의 거의 모든 바이어들은 90% 바이어들은 다 US 컴퍼니들입니다. 그런 회사들하고 산업별 그리고 프로젝트별 이렇게 다 분류를 해서 저희가 가지고 있는 바이어의 데이터베이스이기 때문에 저희가 뉴 클라이언트를 하고 일을 하게 되는 경우에 그러니까 한국의 중소기업이 저희의 클라이언트예요. 중소기업의 제품을 새로 받았을 때 저희가 보면서 가장 우리가 갖고 있는 바이어 베이스하고 가까운 제품들이 무엇인가 이렇게 빨리 저희가 확인을 하고 그 제품이 수출이 될 수 있는지 아닌지를 저희 바이어들과의 미팅을 통해서 빠르게 확인을 할 수 있습니다. 저희 앞서 말씀드렸듯이 저희가 수출 마케팅 컨설팅 회사이면서 비즈니스 디벨롭먼트를 한다고 말씀을 드렸던 건 저희가 2개의 역할을 하고 있어요. 마케팅 컨설팅 회사를 함과 동시에 에이전시를 하고 있습니다. 그래서 이제 주로 저희가 저희하고 같이 컨설팅을 하시겠습니까? 라고 물어보면 저희가 이제 그 제품에 대해서 에이전시를 해서 저희가 그 레베뉴를 창출을 하는 그런 자신이 있는 품목들만 저희가 주로 컨설팅을 하시겠습니까? 하고 제안을 드리고 있습니다. Next slide, please. 이거는 이제 저희가 그냥 스크린샷을 하나 잡았는데요. uskoreahotlink.com이 구글 검색 엔진 최적화에 얼마나 잘 적용이 돼 있나를 보여주는 슬라이드입니다. 그래서 uskoreahotlink.com을 보시면 이제 google.com에서 이제 그 어떤 이 generic words죠. 뭐 특별한 specific keywords가 아니라 general keywords를 써서 이렇게 쳤을 때 보시면 이제 한 1,900만 개 사이트가 검색이 되는데 그 중에 뭐 저희 웹사이트가 첫 번째 페이지나 두 번째 페이지에 이렇게 리스팅이 되는 걸 보여주는 스크린샷을 캡처를 해놨습니다. Next slide, please. 이거는 이제 저희가 uskoreahotlink.com 플랫폼 서비스가 무엇을 포함하고 있느냐 해서 이제 그렇게 분야를 저희가 이렇게 해놓은 건데요. 더 상세한 내용은 이제 물론 저희 lprglobal.com 사이트에 가시면 저희 상세한 서비스 내용을 보실 수 있고 또 uskoreahotlink.com을 가시면 저희가 주로 하고 있는 프로덕트 군을 좀 보실 수 있는데 그중에 메디컬 인더스트리 쪽에 있는 프로덕트 군은 아직 저희가 uskoreahotlink.com에 올려놓지는 않았지만 3년 전부터 저희가 미국에다가 영업 활동을 하고 있습니다. 그리고 저희의 마케팅 서비스를 하니까 이제 당연히 저희가 컨설팅 서비스를 하니까 컨설팅 피를 이제 물어보시는 경우가 있는데 저희 컨설팅 피는 저희 한국의 Korean Federal Government의 에이전시 중에서 중소기업진흥공단 하고 중소기업청이 있습니다. 근데 저희가 거기에 Certified Consulting, Overseas Consulting, 북미 쪽으로 특화된 컨설팅 업체로 등록이 되어 있기 때문에 Korean Federal Government가 저희 서비스 피즈의 70% 정도를 커버를 해줍니다. 그래서 그 Korean Government 프로그램을 이용을 하시면 저희 서비스를 아주 조금 돈을 내고 받으실 수 있고, 그리고 저희가 제품을 수출을 하면 저희는 에이전시로서 저희가 사실 프로핏을 창출을 하는 건 에이전시 레비뉴에서 창출을 하기 때문에 그거는 아마 이 클라이언트한테도 위닝이 되는 거고 저희한테도 위닝이 되는 그런 윈윈의 모델을 가지고 있습니다. Next slide, please. 예, 저희 연락처입니다. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mika. And for everybody, I must say I was impressed when we reviewed everyone's applications, but hearing directly from them about their companies, products, and services has reminded me again that there are so many talented women in Canada. I hope that the many Korean companies who have joined us today are as impressed as I am and will seize the opportunity to meet individually with them to pursue further discussions. Prior to tonight, I was advised that there was strong interest expressed by many potential partners in Korea. So if you haven't done so already, please make an appointment for a B2B or business-to-business matching meeting with any of the entrepreneurs who showcase tonight by attending their booths in the exhibition hall or contact our mission project manager, Dr. A.W. Lee at a.w.lee@asiapacific.ca. Before the entrepreneurs move to their exhibition booths, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our chair, Dr. Young Song Yi, and vice chair, Janice for their leadership and support of this ambitious initiative, and our sponsors and supporting organizations, the Women's Entrepreneurship Strategy Ecosystem Fund, the Federal Economic Development Agency for Southern Ontario, Air Canada, Global Affairs Canada, and the Trade Commissioner Service, SheEO, Venture Labs, and of course, NCSoft and NC West. And finally, I would like to give a shout out to our virtual mission project team for their hard work and dedication in planning and organizing this ambitious project over the past 6 months. Our work's not finished yet, as we now need to focus on getting results for the entrepreneurs. But I am hopeful that results will emerge from the many business-to-business meetings that have already been made and will continue to be scheduled with Korean companies over the next few weeks. Entrepreneurs, you should now move toward into your exhibition booths in the exhibition hall. This brings to a close the official conference of the first Canadian women-only virtual business mission to South Korea. I would like to thank everyone for their active participation over the past 2 days and hope that our virtual mission, whether as delegates or non-delegates, was in some way beneficial to you. Please ensure to visit our entrepreneurs' booths in the exhibition hall for further details on their companies. And if interested, set up an appointment directly with them. I also encourage the non-business guests who are with us tonight to visit the booths, as you can learn more about Canada's innovation excellence on display by our entrepreneurs. Merci, adieu, kamsahamnida, good night, and stay well, everyone. Thank you very much, and see you in the exhibition hall.